JC from Real and Simulated Wars. We are here with A-10C 2 Tank Killer, the new toy from DCS, a wonderful new DLC or upgrade for the regular A-10C. I am here at the Ramat David Air Base in Israel. I am commanding a flight of 2 A-10s. We're armored with Mavericks and rockets, the laser-guided rockets, and of course the trusty gun. I am taxiing now, so I am going to be basing this mission in the Golan Heights. That's, the ultimate place for an armor battle. You will see why. It is really a nice plane, and it has a lot of opportunities for maneuver. No wonder it has been used as an avenue of approach into Israel by the Syrians. Think of the year 1973. There was really a lot of action over there, and Israelis of course defeated everybody. I apologize for the speed at which I am taxiing. I know it is fast, but this video is long anyway. Important acceleration or clarification, it is that I am doing this, I am recording my voice after the mission because I cannot chew gum and walk at the same time. I was mentioning that in the Golan Heights there is a demarcation line, the so-called purple line, I believe, and there is a series of outposts, which for this mission they're all manned, which means that we cannot be flying too low because we will receive some significant fire from different assets. So these columns have their own anti-air defenses, either Shilkas or SA-8s, and pretty much in the city of Ankul, which is in the west of the demarcation line, there is an SA-10 Bak. So for this mission I recruited the services of Israelis F-16s for the suppression of enemy air defenses. We'll see how that works. I have them with HARM missiles and Mavericks too. Our mission is to neutralize the armor columns. Oh my god, I did it so fast that my wingman is still stuck there in the background. Come on buddy, catch up. I'm gonna turn on the helmet display, which is a wonderful add-on for this. You can see all the waypoints. You will see it more. Its utility will become more evident while we have it on during the flight. That circle with number 2 is our wingman, our flight. But you have seen also previously a couple of green circles. Those are the F-16s, which are taxiing towards the runway right now. See, kind of blinks. That's totally supposed to the way it's supposed to be, because there is some delays in updating the position. It's not something instant. That attention to detail is really appreciated. I want to position myself in the runway, trim for takeoff. I have my flaps at 7 degrees, and as you will see, I have some problem with my rudder pedals. They're not calibrated. Alright, here comes the F-16s. They're going to be taking off after us. Our wingman is almost in position, so let's take off. I am not using the ATC for two reasons. One, I'm lazy. Second, I hate it. At least implementation in DCS. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they don't. I'm rolling now. Lots of problems trying to tame the aircraft into a straight line. Time to pull. Gear up. I'm gonna make like a little loop around the airbase. Not a loop, but just a small twist to the north, and then catch up with a waypoint. Alright, that should be enough. We can see my wingman taking off. And now we're trying to catch up. We have selected waypoint number 1, and we're moving towards it. I like to set this. I'm gonna make a climb, like a kind of mild climb. We're heavy, we have 4 Mavericks and the rockets and the jamming pod and the targeting pod. So let's turn everything on. The Mavericks too. We give it some time to align, and then let's extinguish the external lights. Anti-collision off. Position off. And we're going to leave it right there. Forgot to mention that we have the help of a Predator drone, which is flying in the limit zone near the fence, and it's gonna be directing us. There it is. Let's check in. At this point, I was doing all the blah blah blah.
Armed with AGM 65D 2300 cannon. Time on station is 0 plus 30. Available for tasking. What do you have for us? Ready to copy. Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 2,108 MSL. Tank column. Moving west. Springfield. Sierra. 2 from the west. Engaging SAM at 91780. 17,000. Egress east. Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
That missile launch is likely the harm missiles from the F-16s. The F-16s have already passed us. You see how they go off, it's just great. And I have an SA-8 which I'm catching in the radar warner receiver right now. So at this point I already switched it to waypoint number 3. which I did set up for an intermediate position for the advance of the Syrians. We're just waiting for them to, advance a little bit with their armor. And waypoint number 3 is a very convenient city where they will have to pass through. Oh, there is a lot of traffic now. So I'm going to take this message and write down the coordinates and input them as a new waypoint. There are many ways to do this. Now with a helmet mounted display or with a TAD, the Tactical Awareness Display, you can basically just hook it with the TAD, or you can use the CS to just point your targeting pod towards the place that is being transmitted. But I just felt for a more conventional way, just setting a waypoint and reading that. And speaking of the TAD, the contrast is not particularly good by default. So I'm going to use my favorite settings: 40 for brightness, 20 for contrast, and 40 for the symbology.
Springfield 1, tally armor at Bulls 179, Fort 120.
It offers a bit more muffled view of the map. You see, like this, which is awesome. So now I am going to just create waypoint number 6. This is just to copy it. This is waypoint 6. It has the same coordinates as waypoint number 3 right now. And I'm going to enter. It's very difficult with track IR to hit these buttons. It would be great to have like a set of keys. I have been, toying with the idea of getting one of those action keys that you can set up. Will probably be faster than trying to, aim with the mouse and the head. So I'm entering latitude and longitude, and there it is. That's waypoint number 6. Now, I will have to make it sensor of interest. And there we go. And I switch to waypoint number 6. Oh, a search radar has painted us. What is going on? Oh, you see those circles? Oh my god, this is beautiful. See those circles? They are the F-16s. Look at the missile trails from the SA-11s. Oh god, that is very bad to see. Has been shot down. One is down. By the way, look at with the helmet mounted display, you have a representation, like a 3D representation. Oh, there goes another missile. Have you seen it? That white trail over there. The F-16 has fired something. Still surviving. There's another set of missiles going on. Come on, dude. Ah, he was caught too. Jesus Christ. You see, even when they are down, you can still see the circle. I wonder if that's a bug or a feature. I mean, their airplanes are destroyed. So, I don't know. Let's set the TGP. I just set it up the latch because I always forget about it. So I just went for waypoint number 6. There is a launch. Oh, that is coming to us. We're going to hit the dirt. Jamming pod active. Chaff and flare. I didn't check the programs. I'm using program A. Probably program B would have been better. The defaults, I mean, because you can change that. There is this hill over there. Jesus Christ. I had to divert. I'm going roughly in the north. You see that big plain over there? These are the Golan Heights. These are... You know, this is a wonderful place to have a war using tanks. And Syria, I mean, I love it. It's just such a great map. Has a lot of features. You have the desert, a lot of hills and mountains, and that mixture of closed terrain and open desert is just wonderful. So my targeting pod, it is located on the right wing. So I have to go south and put all these targets that I'm seeing with a helmet-mounted Q system. I will have to put them on my right. So I'm just flying south. The Sea of Galilee, El Mar de Galilea, it offers a very good visual reference point. But now with the helmet-mounted display, you see that you have this seamless representation of what you see in the TAD right there compared to what you see over there. It is just a wonderful addition. You can even use the helmet-mounted display to just move your targeting pod or create SPIs, sensors, points of interest. It is just fantastic. So we are flying south again, just for flying north again and have some sort of target acquisition. One of the things it is that once the JTAC, in this case the drone, gives you the coordinates, it's like well, this is a column of tanks. They could be moving. There they are in the very far distance. I don't see any air defenses. I see a column of smoke. They appear to be all tanks. T-90 according to the previous intelligence. So let's acquire them and let's use the Mavericks. There's a lot of masking, of course. But the orientation outside the cockpit is just perfect using the helmet mounted display. You can see where you're going. The HUD, which is what we previously used, it is very, very narrow, so you have to be basically pointing at your targets with your nose. Right now you can have your head in a bit offset, and that would be no problem because you have the HIMICs to help you with situational awareness in the case of that you need to be flying somewhere else. Let's select the Mavericks. These are heat seekers. You see, it's wonderful to fly with HIMEX and the A-10 because it's usually better to fly looking outside the cockpit. I mean, many people tend to fly just looking at the dashboard, and that is not natural. You are actually, if you are flying the real thing, you are looking outside. The trick it is to keep yourself aware. Oops. To keep yourself aware of where the aircraft frame is. Okay, we slaved the Maverick, declared it sensor of interest. And still too far away. Nine miles. I just zoomed in the head of the Maverick. Lock, rifle. Let's try to get another one. That's the same that I shot before. My speed is too high. I'm approaching too fast. I just acquired another one. They're close together, so I believe I've seen two. Good luck with that. Two missiles, well, rifle again. They're on the move. There goes another one. And that one is perfect. Rifle. Brake. Never forget, these Mavericks are fire and forget, so there is no need to stay around and watch them. The laser guided Mavericks is a different story. Well, we have destroyed 4 tanks. We need to re-engage. We have to use another weapon. I'm going to be using the rockets. For the rockets, there are 2 types of laser guided rockets. There are 2 types. One with a highly explosive warhead, and the other one just with a penetrator warhead. I have the penetrator warheads.
2. Engage armor. 2. Unable.
Oh, number 2 is refusing to. Oh, come on. Take your time, dude. It's not that we have a war here or anything. You see how I'm flying? This is just perfect. I'm, looking at the targets. I never lose orientation or anything like that. It's just amazing. Let's go to the targeting pod as a sensor of interest. 2 tanks very close together. Now we'll have to choose another target. There is that one there, but it's obscured by the smoke. And we have these 2. We have the point mode, but just inertial mode. That's a good target. So I'm gonna gain some distance and shoot another, well, the first rockets into it. And we're on point. Target selected. Rockets. We'll turn on the laser soon. Speed is too high. I need to start using the brakes for these dives. Two rockets away, and then have you seen that in the targeting pod? You just move it, and I think that happened because of my chorizo fingers. Of course, they impact whatever you're pointing the laser, but I accidentally moved the targeting pod point, and there goes. Two very good missiles have gone to waste, and they are shooting at us. What is that? That is from below. Probably it's another column of something. Those look at like very, very sharp. More like a BMP type of thing. So I'm gonna move the targeting pod just using my visual cues there. And realign for a second pass. On the bright side, the SA-11s have become inactive, which is great. Alright, laser on. This is what we have. Trying to slightly move to the right. And well, that didn't do a thing. Is it because of the reactive armor that they do have? I don't know. We're in for another pass. Two of them. Oh Lord. He didn't even scratch the paint of that. Oh Jesus. So these rockets definitely don't work with the tanks. Let's try number 2 again.
Two, engage targets of opportunity. Negative.
And yes, we're going with guns. One thing that I need to re-practice and relearn, it is my dives. This is a very shallow dive. As you can see, it's around, 17 degrees. I mean, the dispersion is gonna be always greater the smaller the dive angle that you have. It used to be very, very good at 20, 25, and even 30. But right now, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old and scared. The J-tag is indicating that we should re-attack. That's one of the things with the J-tags. If, you have a contract with them. Not that you cannot get out. Probably you can just sign off and that's it. But that's okay. I'm not gonna whine about that. This tank of columns, which is approximately in the company size, needs to be destroyed. 3% damage. I am probably missing too many targets. Probably not missing too many targets, but you know, I'm wasting rounds on it. My aim is not that good. But the rounds that do impact, they make kind of little damage. I mean, at that rate, 3%, I will have to empty like 5 A-10s worth of ammunition.
2. Engage armor at my speed with gun.
Another... What? I just called number 2 again, differently, and it seems to be working. Where are you? Yeah, look at those rounds. They're still hot in the ground. I cannot hit a barn's door, dudes. Look at that. Awful. Anyway, let's see what number 2 can do. But I'm afraid of going in and he's gonna be showing up from where? I want to have a collision or eat one of his rounds. Oh, more rockets. Let's waste them.
Target is not destroyed. Prepare to reattack. Infield 1-1. Abort, abort, abort. Infield 1-1. This is Springfield 1-1. Type 2 in effect. Advised and ready for 9-1.
What was that?
Ready to copy. Line is as follows. 1, 2, 3, NA. 2,208 MSL. Artillery, Bravo, Sierra, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, the JTAC has just switched targets.
18,000. Egress east.
Now we have an RT position.
Ready for remarks and further talk on.
Super.
Ready to copy remarks. Request guns. 6. SA-11 northeast 4 nautical. 2. SA-11 east 3 nautical. Make your attack heading 265-270. 2,200. Bravo, Sierra 2, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7. Final attack heading 265-270. Read back correct. Infield 1-1. Standby data. Report IP inbound.
Let's see that position for those artillery guns. So it is blinking right there in the tab. Probably I should use that. But I think that I'm just too enthralled with creating waypoints. I don't know why. So I'm writing down. Could have used the tab just to grab that. Or even the helmet mounted display will show that triangle right there. That red triangle. Let's make another waypoint number 7. Let's change the coordinates. By the way, the helmet mounted display, the Q system, actually shows the same colors as the TAD, which is fantastic because it doesn't allow for any confusion from what you see in the TAD compared to what you see in the helmet mounted display. I'm just entering. This is a nice climb. We're at 14,000 feet right now. When I say 11 is firing at us, can be only to us. Okay. Chaff and flares. I'm going to hit the deck. The SA-11s were supposed, unless they moved out. Oh my god. Yeah, here they come. Wow, that was close. That one has my name on it. Come on. Pull some G's. Oh, there we go. Six G's. Oh, I'm out of chaff. Oh, okay. Alright, so apparently waypoint number 7, which is the one that where the artillery targets are, it is through that nest of SA-11s. So I'm gonna take a detour. I'm gonna get more into Syria. Just super. That's waypoint number 6. I'm gonna fly low. That's waypoint number 7, the one in the right. So they're giving me some peace. Right now I'm at 4,000 feet. Probably here I was a bit nervous. I was trying to get into waypoint number 7, but I had still my sensor point of interest waypoint number 6. But if you notice the HUD, I had waypoint number 6 selected. That was my error. You see it right there in the HUD, waypoint number 6. Things that do happen. So I just move it using the SPI or the targeting pod. I move the SPI actually using the helmet mounted display, and there they are. An RT position. What are those, nonas or acacias? Anyway, I'm gonna destroy them. We're still too close to the SA-11s, which is in the city of Ankul. Let's fly low.
Engage air defenses. Unable.
Jesus, number 2 is just not doing it. So I'm not gonna send him back. I will just use it as a spotter for missile launches, which are supposed to be somewhere around there. That's uncool. They're silent now, which is remarkable because I'm not that low. So that's waypoint number 7, and you can see one of the vehicles. I can only hope that the SA-11s will not wake up while I attack this self-propelled artillery. Alright. Now for a climb. Shallow dive. 20 degrees only. Shooting.
Infield 1-1. Abort. You have no permission.
Ah, look at that. The JTAC is voicing his complaint about it. I didn't call for IP inbound. That was my mistake. Lack of training, guys.
IP inbound.
Now I call it.
1-1. Continue.
I destroyed one of the guns, by the way. You're welcome, JTAC.
Infield 1-1, in from the northeast.
All the courtesies given. Let's go for another kill.
Infield 1-1, cleared hot.
Thank you, Daddy. That was a kill.
Infield 1-1, 2 units destroyed. Reattack is authorized. Infield 1-1, IP inbound. Infield 1-1, continue. Infield 1-1, in from the north. Infield 1-1, cleared hot. Infield 1-1, 2 units destroyed. Reattack is authorized. Infield 1-1, IP inbound. Infield 1-1, continue. Infield 1-1, in from the northeast. Infield 1-1, cleared hot. Infield 1-1, off. Infield 1-1.
Okay.
Target is not destroyed and cleared to reattack. Infield 1-1. Abort, abort, abort. Infield 1-1. We are at the end of Vol and are checking out. Stay safe down there.
We're signing off and returning to Ramat David. I'm taking this guy. I should. I don't know what happened with him. He just refused to shoot. Anyway, this flight is gonna take a while. The air base is waypoint number 5. I'm gonna climb a little bit and then I'm gonna trim this beast for at least 300 knots or in that vicinity. You see that in front, that wall over there. And you see these incredible kind of mountains. Let's go and take a more detailed look at that one. That's an Israeli outpost or observation post. I'm using the helmet mounted Q system just to point. There we go. And then let's use the targeting pod to just look at it. There's a bunker. And these heights, you know, these hills or whatever, in addition to that big ridge that goes all the way around, kind of dominate all the view from the valley over there. So these heights are really very well positioned to observe whatever happens in Syria for a very, very long range. And not that, you know, in Syria you don't have equivalent positions. I do believe that it's a problem that the both of them do have. That, well, both of them can be observing it, but now we're flying within Israel, and there is basically more concealment, and
Join up.
there is more of terrain falls, and you know, it's a kind of a slightly different type of situation when it comes to lines of sight and whatnot. Here comes number 2. So at this point I'm going to trim our way back. Just for the record, what I use at this time of return, it is to use the helmet mounted Q system just to practice a bit of, you know, putting the the targeting pod at different places. As you can see, this is just beautiful. Just look at it, use your cursor, and move into different places, but nothing else. So we will catch up when I arrive into Ramat David. And we have arrived. Ramat David is on our left. And we're going to conduct a landing. This approach is going to be very, very slowly. Just going to put me into some trouble into within some of the approaches. I can even see you see that square on the left in the helmet mounted display Q system. That's the initial position. That's the place where I'm supposed to taxi back. That's kind of mind-blowing, my guys. I'm sure it has always been there, but seeing it is just out of this world. My airspeed is extremely low right now. You see in the background the sensor point of interest. It's actually pointed to one of my practice with the targeting pod. I have turned everything off right now, but of course they do persist. I'm in navigation mode. All weapons secured. And I am awfully aligned. It doesn't get any worse than this. And my airspeed, I am like 6 knots short of my... Oh my god. Look at this. No. Well, at least was smooth. Number 2 is bugging me. He's still alive, which is a good thing. So, anyway, we're back here. We're going to be taxiing into the position that we started. I'm not using ATC for the reasons that I explained at the beginning of the video, and well, extremely satisfied with this module. I had been out of flying the A-10 for a long while, and I almost forgot how much fun it was. And now with the helmet mounted and the new weapons that have been added, we have JDAMs now, which is just awesome. And the laser guided rockets are just great. I mean, you can pack a lot of them and just make a real mess out of soft-skinned armor, I could say, because, you know, a well-protected T-90 with reactive armor. These rockets will not cut it, as we have seen. But BMPs and air defense vehicles, they would probably work just great. So as I taxi, oh, this is runway 1533. Better watch out because I don't know where my number 2 is. And that's my spot. It's good. It's like, you know, pulling into your assigned parking spot at work. Nobody took it, which is great. The DCS Syrian map, I'm having a blast with it because it allows me, you know, to do so many things. This was kind of a traditional full warfare anti-armor type of mission, but also all types of insurgent and counterinsurgency operations, which are happening right now as we speak in the city of Idlib, a bit northwest of this exact position. It is happening. It is really happening. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching.